is time to measure and assess your outbound referral mojo. And we're going to look at this from two perspectives. We're going to take a look at outbound referrals in your local market and outbound referrals in your out of market areas. And then I'm going to give you another tracking tool to start to measure and benchmark that. In your local market, in your immediate market area, there are three ways that you can share referrals. One is within your team. If you're a member of a team, if you're part of a team, you have probably some sort of way to be sharing business and sharing leads. You may not be in a team, but you may be a member of a brokerage where there are other agents within that brokerage who can handle work that that is just out of reach right now. So if you are generating leads and you can handle just so many leads and you need to pass them along, hopefully there's somebody in your brokerage and you have some type of a referral system in place where you can get paid and compensated for sharing those leads with people. You may work for a small brokerage, or there may be other agents in town at other offices who can handle those leads better. Those may be leads that are particular to a certain niche, for instance. You may have a commercial referral that may be better placed with a CCIM in another office as opposed to somebody in your office if you don't have that type of expertise. That's the type of thing you want to talk to your broker about, and that's the type of thing you want to look at and assess. And that's definitely the thing you want to take a look at when you start to generate a lot of leads. There are lots of different models for that, and you want to consider that. You also will take a look at business in other market areas outside of your market area. You may have people whose house you are listing who are relocating to another area, and you have an opportunity to make a relocation referral, and that qualifies as a referral. You may be doing some lead generation that yields names and information about people who are moving in areas outside of your immediate area, and you can share that. You have a real estate license that's good, is statewide, and there are some types of outreach and some types of lead generation that you can do quite legally to be able to generate leads pretty much anywhere in the state. You may be a broker listening to this, and you may have an opportunity to devise lead generation campaigns where you can generate leads within your state and then share those names as referrals with people in other offices. Your office may have maybe a multi-office type of a brokerage, or you may know people in your networks elsewhere throughout the state, and that's a really, really neat way to start to capitalize on referral income, and that would be a really neat thing to do. I'm going to share with you a outbound referral tracker, and this is very similar to the inbound tracker, except of course we're looking at leads that are going in the other direction and still making, generating income for you. So take a look at the person's name. You're going to fill that in, and the agent's name to whom you referred that. Now, I'm looking at this referral tracker here. You may have something that's a little more sophisticated. If you work in a large brokerage and you have a relocation company, you may want to take a walk over and have a little chat with the relocation director or the broker and say, I really want to take my referral business to new heights. Do you have some tracking forms that I can use that will help me do that better? And those folks may be willing to share that type of stuff with you if you ask them like that. If anybody who's listening to this has access to some other tracking materials that you would like to share with us, I'm more than happy to do that. Just send me an email, and I'll be happy to acknowledge you and share some additional documents as well. In the meantime, this will work. What I want you to do is do the same thing that you did with the inbound referral tracker, and I want you to take a look at your last year's worth of outbound referrals. Who did you refer? What was the name of the client that you referred to somebody else? Who was the agent who was on the receiving end of your referral? Was it in-house? Was it, in your own brokerage within your team, or did you outsource it to another brokerage? Was it in your local market or was it in another market? Where did that lead come from in the first place? Do you have an income from that, or is it pending? And what is the close date? So again, those are just the, some key areas. It just will give you an idea about what you're doing right now. Again, it's another benchmark for outbound referrals. Spend some time with this. Complete the sheet, see what that looks like, see what type of conclusions you draw. Feel free to share. We'll be having some calls in the near future here where we will be doing some brainstorming. We'll have some Q&As. And if you have any questions about all of this, you can take it to the calls. So let's get to work with this. Let's fill out these outbound referral trackers, and I'll see you in the next video.